Hello, welcome back to Crushing Sounds. My name is Chris, and it's our favorite video of the year time. It is soon to be upon us, the greatest festival on the planet, the legendary Bloodstock Festival. As always, we're sharing our festival recommendations of bands that we're excited to see, bands that we recommend you go check out, but go see whoever you want. We don't care. Just have a great time at Bloodstock. But yes, Michael, we've been to Bloodstock a lot.
Yes.
What's
Yes.
so amazing about
Is this our
Bloodstock?
is this our sixth time?
Is it
I think
six, really?
five or six.
Five or six? I think this might
Six
be
is
five.
incredible. Um, yeah, I'm very excited. It's been a long year, not as long as last time. But yeah, super excited. Super excited.
That's Ruben's second Bloodstock.
Yep, only second.
They've pulled out all the stops with the lineup this year, I'll tell you what. Obviously, I'll do the admin thing. This lineup is undoubtedly going to change in some form or fashion between now and the festival. So we are recording this on the last day of July. And you have no idea how hard it was to track these two guys down to get them in the same place at the same time. But here we are at last. So, as always with Bloodstock, we start on the Thursday because there are bands on the Sophie stage on Thursday. And of course, as we say every year, just see all these bands. You've got no excuse not to see every single one of them, but some recommendations going. Basement Torture Killings,
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
awesome.
up for that. What a brilliant band to start the festival off. Like watching some of their videos, they're insane. Yeah, I'm
Fucking-
super stoked for that.
Fucking Death Grind. It's going to be
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Right off the bat, some theatrical death grind.
Yeah, I've never, I've not had much in the way of Thoom yet.
Thoom are
I know
good.
where the
They're
name
really
comes
cool.
from.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
They're just like straight up great heavy metal. Yeah, they're a great band.
Did Mother Vulture play last year?
I think they were supposed to.
Yeah, I think they pulled out. Well, COVID probably happened, but they didn't,
Ah.
they didn't
Yeah.
play in the end.
Well, they're back. Know very little about them, but supposedly quite good. And one of your very, very, very few opportunities for power metal this weekend with the amazing Nano War of Steel. I really hope they'll play Val Hallelujah.
Oh, they will. They
I
will.
hope so. That's a great song.
That is still like the best song title I've ever heard.
The music video is even better.
Oh.
Yeah, can't wait for that. They're going to be great. And what is gunning to be back to back the highlights of the weekend? Necro Gobblercon. Cannot wait to see that. They've it's been a long time coming seeing them at Bloodstock. Just perfect Bloodstock band, especially on the Thursday. And
Yeah.
honestly, one of the bands I'm most excited for the entire weekend, Dark Tranquility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see them on a Thursday.
Weren't they
Oh.
supposed to be on the Sunday
I,
originally?
I can't remember, but I mean, they're a great band, so they're the only band playing at that time, so you might as well go fucking see them.
Yeah, they also just got announced support for the Elevati show that I'm going to in a few months' time. So, but yeah, new album is fucking sick. Awesome, guys. Maybe they didn't want them to be on the same day with Dark Funeral. Thought it'd be confusing.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
And then, of course, after that is Bin Jousting, if it goes ahead this year.
Gin Bousting.
It will.
Bin Jousting, Gin Bousting.
Gin Bousting. Yeah.
There'll be
It'd
some
be-
sort of camp violence happening.
Camp violence. DJ drinking, camp violence, various
Yes.
festival games. Right, okay, on to the main event, as we say. So what we're going to do each day, you're going to start with the main stage, go from the bottom up on the main stage, and then we'll go through each of the other stages in descending order, as it were. So, Red Method. Yeah, they're here.
They're fine.
I think they're quite good. I don't mind them. They've got a slight Slipknot sound to them, which
Definitely.
kind of like thumping, like which is quite cool. Obviously that some guys from Metastasis, and Metastasis are a fucking brilliant band. So I'll be checking them out for sure.
First band that I've got as the big green tick on my lineup is Heart of a Coward. They were originally on the Sophie stage that day, but they've been bumped up to the main stage as they should be because they are really, really fucking good. Deserve way more press than they get. Just fantastic metal band. Anyone know anything about Sorcerer?
Fucking yes. Absolutely. And if you don't see them, you're an idiot. They are one of the originators, along with Candlemass, of Epic Doom. They went on hiatus for ages and they came back a few years ago and they are incredible. They are one of the best Doom bands, in my opinion, of that era. They are awesome. I'm so excited to see them.
So I might have a clash. I might have a clash at that point,
I might have a clash as well.
but we'll come back to that. Bloody Wood. I know very little about this band, but I know a lot of people are quite excited for it.
Yeah.
I don't know much about them. I'm completely honest. Well, I know, they're, I don't want to say gimmick, but I know what their sound is, but I've not really delved into it very much.
Kind of want to go in blind. Just no idea what to expect with that one. Opening the floodgates for the most insane run of 4 bands I've ever seen at a festival. In a row, back to back, Gwar, Exodus, Testament, and Behemoth or Behemoth, if you want to be weird. Never seen Gwar.
No,
but
I never ever thought I would see Gwar, but I can't believe it.
Going for since the 80s, these guys are absolute icons of heavy metal, no matter what genre you're into. Some of the most incredible live shows of all time. Cannot wait to see what stops they pull. For Bloodstock is one of the most anticipated bands of the weekend, for sure. Just kind of like legendary. I pity whoever's crashing with Gwar, because they're going to be tumbleweeds probably in those tents. But yeah, for God's sake, go see Gwar. Exodus, again, never seen them.
Yeah, I'm so excited for Exodus. They're going to be one of the highlights of the weekend, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen Gary Holt because he used to play in Slayer. Obviously.
Yeah, I've seen him with Slayer as well.
Yeah.
He's incredible. He's wasted in Slayer, and that's saying something. But yeah, so excited. The new album is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Getting a bit teary just thinking about that.
Hopefully, you can have the biggest wall of death for the festival, as they love a bit of that. That'll be fun. And returning once again to Bloodstock, just shy of the headline spot again. Testament are back. They were one of the highlights
with Dave Lombardo. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
They were one of the highlights the first year me and Mike went to Bloodstock, also on the Friday main stage. They stole the festival completely. So all eyes on Testament to see if they do that again. But of course, one of again
there's a lot
the
of
3
bands here where we say, "Oh, this is going to be the highlight of the weekend."
That's just how strong this lineup is this year, especially with this Friday headliner. It's fucking Behemoth.
Incredible live band. Just an incredible band.
Yeah, I've never seen them. No idea what they'll play from, what albums they'll pull from. I'm just binging all their stuff. Just
the new one, I should imagine.
Yeah, I mean, from set lists earlier on in the year, they've played from quite a few of their albums, but they are releasing quite a lot of new stuff. I think a new song dropped literally yesterday at the time of recording this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
it's a good one as well.
There could be a lot of new stuff, but the new stuff is good. I think it's better than I Loved You at Your Darkest, which that album was a bit hit and miss for me.
Well, only because it had to follow the Satanist.
Yeah, well, the Satanist is the Satanist.
Yeah, most perfect album that ever. Perfect. But yeah, after Behemoth, obviously, Lunacy in the Sophie Lancaster
band name.
No. It's gonna, yeah, you know how it is. They always do this to me. After Friday, I normally get a little bit too overexcited because of the high of the first headliner. But yeah, awesome. So Sophie Lancaster. What?
Carry on.
All right, start from the bottom, going up on the Sophie Lancaster stage. First band that jumps out to me is Thrown into Exile, who are fucking awesome. Mike's going to jump in. Down one.
Inhuman Nature. Just thrash. That's all you need. Just thrash. Brilliant.
Yeah. Awesome. Thrown into Exile. Awesome, riffy, brilliant, heavy metal. Yeah, definitely go check them out. Party Cannon redeeming themselves after they had to pull out last year, which was not very well communicated. So we saw a bunch of people in inflatables at some random person's set, which was
hopefully this year any announcements we made at the festival, not online,
Hopefully. Yeah.
because like
Hopefully.
no one has
Apparently,
those 4 days.
apparently they had it on like the entrance way during the festival, but we don't go that way during the festival. We're in the festival.
If you're not stood there at that moment, how are you gonna know?
I Hate God. Awesome name.
I saw
Awesome
them at
band.
Still playing.
Desert Fest. Yeah, I think
They're
they
on
are.
here.
Oh,
I saw
shit.
them at Desert Fest earlier this year with my good friend Sean, and they were all right. It's not my kind of thing. It's kind of it's not quite doom. It's not quite sludge. I don't really know how to describe it. But they're decent. But I mean, they're definitely going to clash with either Testament or Exodus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What about Discharge, guys?
I don't really know much about Discharge.
They are one of the very first like hardcore punk bands, and a lot of bands such as like Metallica and Exodus point to them specifically for inventing thrash.
Wow.
Yeah, I
They've
have
been-
heard of them. I have heard of them.
They're quite cool. I might not get to see them because of clashes, but if you get the chance, definitely go and check them out.
Yeah, that main stage run has really tidied us up for Friday. I've seen Heathen around a bunch, but I've never
Yeah.
heard them.
They're,
But they might be worth
they're
checking
like
out because
they're like a classic heavy metal band. Just good old heavy metal.
right. So supposedly between I Hate God and Avatar is a surprise set, and we don't know who it is.
Well, that's
All we
great, 'cause
know,
that clashes with the main stage.
it clashes. Supposedly, I know Clash Finder is very hit and miss, but supposedly it's right smack in the middle of Testament, which is going to be a bit of a
decided
ball.
that?
Like,
Who decided
well,
that?
we'll see. Hopefully, they start before Testament starts. You can go there, but it's going to be rammed at 10 because no one knows who it's going to be. Hopefully, it's someone you like. If you don't like them, leg it to Testament, basically.
According to my Clash Finder, that was from Secret Actors 3:20
Wow.
a.m.
320. Okay.
One of these is one of ours is out of date then.
Quite a margin. My one's like updated about 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah. I've no idea when this was updated, but just Clash Finder's useless. I'm actually just using it for a easy layout that I can look at. But
We'll get there and set up camp and then find out what's actually happening when.
yeah. Any theories on who the surprise band might be?
I think a lot of people are
Paul
saying
McCartney.
because Corey Taylor's son's band is playing, which we'll get to. Some people are saying, oh, it might be Corey Taylor.
Yeah, Corey Taylor's solo set.
Someone
I wouldn't be
said-
surprised.
Someone was like, oh, Bullet for My Valentine, they got a new album. People are like going, no, not Bullet.
I've seen a lot of people theorizing that it's Metallica.
Yeah, people are idiots.
I'm just like, sorry, but if Bloodstock managed to snag Metallica, there's no way they wouldn't be headlining.
And there's
Yeah,
no way they'll be able to keep that
They
quiet.
cost millions to hire.
So that'd be a
Manowar.
big
Man of
draw.
War.
Man of War. That they're even more expensive than
Man of War.
Metallica. They're even more expensive than Metallica
Man of
these
War.
days. Someone said Ghost, and people go, no. They had their shot. No, they were
Trivium?
great. They were great. Trivium. They've headlined. Well, all we know is that apparently it's a really big name. So,
Yeah.
But if it's a secret set, I don't know. It's like it's got to be someone relatively exciting to warrant it being a secret set, but not so massive that they wouldn't be shouting about it. It's weird. They're not going to know. It's going to be a weird one. Yeah, there's going to be any sleepless nights thinking about who that's going to be and how that's going to scupper our plans. But supposedly after that, we've got Avatar.
Yes.
Who probably clash with Testament.
I've apparently, well, there's normally a gap between the sub-headliner and the headliner that the second to last band on the Sophie normally fill. So there shouldn't be anyone playing during Avatar. The main thing you're going to sacrifice is maybe the end of Testament and getting a good spot for Behemoth.
Yeah.
Is what you're going to have to
Avatar's
square.
gonna be fucking full, that tent.
That tent's going to be, they are criminally low down on the bill. Avatar.
Surprised they're not like headlining a Sophie stage. I think they're big enough.
Oh, easily big enough. They're on blistering form right now. New music is great. They got new music coming out. Fantastic live band. Seen them once before. It was a very short set, so I'm hopefully going to get to this one. I might sacrifice the end of Testament. Not going to lie, because I really,
because I haven't seen Avatar for years.
really love Avatar. Sleep Token doesn't really do it for me.
No, me neither.
I mean,
Someone thought I was in them.
sorry.
Someone thought I was in Sleep Token. I was like,
Nobody knows who's in Sleep Token.
No one knows who's in Sleep Token. Yeah, it looks cool live. I'll definitely watch it. There's nothing else happening, but yeah, their music is a bit.
Yeah, I think he's quite popular at the moment, so I think that'll be quite a busy tent. I think anyone who's kind of like a slightly more download mindset will absolutely love it, and they'll all go to that. I think a lot of people say they're looking forward to hit Sleep Token more than anyone else.
Fair. Ooh, sorry, microphone. Cool. So New Blood. Obviously, I've not checked out everyone across every day at New Blood. There's a lot of death metal
I
this
was
year.
literally about to say the same thing. There's so much death metal on the
It's
New
like
Blood stage.
90% death metal, a little bit of black metal, and that's about it. So yeah, if you want to discover loads of new death metal bands, go to the New Blood at most times in the weekend. But anyone on Friday jumping out, you guys?
Hellfect, they're opening it. They're brilliant. Existentialist are really good. I'll speed through these. We'll be here all day. Fornoth, go up a bit. There you go. Fornoth.
We got it.
They're really good. Vermithrone, Mechanized, and Two Man Doomland.
I have heard that they're really good.
They're all brilliant from what I've heard of them all. So yeah, if you have nothing to do, go check them out.
Nice. Now, last time we looked at the Jägermeister stage, we pulled a band without any context whatsoever, and Spectral Darkwave, and they turned out to be really, really fucking good. So, yeah, I know none of these bands, apart from one,
I know,
but we'll get to that.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm liking how the certain death logo is just a Thrasher logo.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. This will get more full as we approach.
No doubt.
No, for God's sake, this will get more full as we get closer to the festival itself. So keep your eyes on the Jägermeister stage as we get nearer to the festival. Right, Saturday, a lot more stacked on the main stage this time. Bass, we've seen them before, haven't we?
Yes, we saw them open for Decapitated.
Oh yeah, we did.
They are awesome. They are one of the best new death metal bands around at the moment. They're groovy as fuck. They're actually quite catchy for a death metal band, but they're superb. I'm really looking forward to them. They should be higher on the list if you ask me, but they are really good.
Yeah, they're still gaining traction, but doing really, really well. So yeah, that would be a cool one to wake up to. Don't know much about Lost Society or Spirit World.
Lost Society used to be a more kind of municipal waste style thrash metal band. They've kind of become more contemporary metal, like it's quite hard to describe, kind of download metal. That's how I describe it. So their new stuff doesn't really do it for me, but their old stuff's good.
Cool.
Very well, I know nothing about.
Yeah, no idea. So if you like them, go check them out. One of the hottest bands around right now that have just suddenly exploded in popularity, Lorna Shore. I've professed many times over the years that I'm not the biggest fan of deathcore. However, I've checked out some Lorna Shore after that Charismatic Voice video where they go down his throat. And you know what? Their stuff's actually pretty sweet. It's deathcore with all your deathcore trimmings basically, but it's very epic in its scope. There's a lot of like orchestral arrangements, kind of like think Shadow of Intent, but with more emphasis on the deathcore, basically. That kind of thing. Yeah, it's really cool, and they're going to have a monster crowd.
Yeah,
they're going to have a huge really turnout just to check out his death metal growls, because they are pretty terrifying for such a small guy. Mike, you know about Silosis?
Yeah, they're brilliant. Go see them. The bassist is from Conjurer. The singer/guitarist is also in Architects. Their new album is brilliant. They were meant to play last year, but COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So check them out.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people cite them as one of their most anticipated bands. of the weekend. So definitely check out. Ruben, I'll let you take this one. I know you're very excited about the next band.
Yep, absolutely gutted they couldn't play last year, although I completely understand why. Yeah, Ginger, just one of the most important creative bands in metal right now. They're from Ukraine. Obviously, there's stuff going on there right now, and their president has given them lease to tour as cultural ambassadors to the country and to raise awareness. So I think that's fucking cool. I'm definitely going to go and watch them.
Yeah, I think other than the headliners, that will probably be the biggest turnout of the weekend by far. So everyone wearing loads of people bringing Ukrainian flags, I think, to show support, and they're a great band as well. Aside from all the like raising awareness, which is also obviously important to do, they're just a phenomenal band very much on top form at the moment. Great music. So that's going to be really special, I think.
Like, for those of you who might be like, oh, it's cool because it's female fronted metal. Oh, I really like Pisces. For the love of God, educate yourself.
Yeah, check out any of their albums. They're all, and their EPs as well are also damn good. So definitely,
absolutely top notch.
Yeah, it's going to be a very memorable set, I think, and maybe even emotional. We'll see. Ferry Tomorrow is still going.
Cool.
I first
them in God knows how long.
I first saw Bury Tomorrow in Reading Fest 2012. I think
2012. Yeah, it was 2012.
They opened the main stage on the Sunday.
There was nobody there. I felt bad for them.
I felt really bad.
At the time, we liked them. We had their first album. Was it their first album?
Oh God, I did as well. God, I completely forgot about that. I did have their album. Apparently,
metalcore days.
I've not heard their new stuff, but I have heard from people that they've matured in something a bit more interesting than typical metalcore. I might check some out before the festival, but a lot of people are excited about them for Bloodstock. So I don't know, maybe they could be worth checking out. A lot of people, it's like what, fourth time lucky on Dimmu Borgir?
Something like that.
They've cancelled like 3 times that we were supposed to go to Bloodstock.
The first time was for, I think the singer had laryngitis, and the second time, COVID. And now they're here again. Will they play?
Will they actually play? I'm sure to a lot of people, this has been a long time coming. Getting Dimmu Borgir playing the festival. Hope you enjoy it. I won't be seeing them because of a clash on the New Blood, but we'll come back to that. I know, Mike. Merciful fucking fate.
Yeah. I mean, if you care about extreme metal at all, you need to see Merciful Fate, because they are one of them, along with bands like Venom, who we'll talk about, and Bathory, and all these bands. They set the blueprint for the aesthetic and themes of black metal, and the fact that they've reformed with King Diamond, it's going to be mind blowing. It's going to be so good.
And again, what, third time lucky? It's cancelled.
Second, I think.
Second, yeah. Couldn't do it last year because of the Rona. Cool. So, Sophie Lancaster stage on Saturday. First name that jumps out at me straight away, Pupil Slicer. Oh my God, they are too low down on the bill. They released one of the most horrific, brilliant albums of last year. It's like intense noise, hardcore, but so ferocious, so mental. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be incredible.
I've actually not heard it yet.
Mate, it's so good.
And they actually passed me by. I didn't hear about them until you started banging on about them.
It was literally after I recorded or wrote up my top albums of 2021, I think it was, and had it all ready to go. And then I saw all these other people's top 10s and whatnot, and Pupil Slicer kept coming up. I was like, oh God, I should check these guys out. And it just blew my mind. It's so good. And the name is, first time I heard the name, is the first time in a while that a metal name made me wince. Just talk about eyes,
Cool.
Any Sophie bands jumping out at you guys?
I haven't really delved into Saturday. Ingested. If you want to be hit in the face constantly by slamming breakdowns for 40 minutes non-stop, then they're the band. They are the band.
I think at that point it'll be Them or Buried Tomorrow at that point. So, yeah. And one of the genuinely one of the bands I'm most excited for across the whole weekend, Ferocious Dog. So they are a Celtic folk punk kind of thing. They've got a lot of music. A lot of their albums are like 50 odd minutes, 50 minutes to an hour. But yeah, it's Celtic folk basically, like a bar kind of Irish bar music kind of thing. But it's very left-leaning social commentary kind of stuff that they do. It's really, really cool. I recommend checking it out for the festival. It's I wouldn't expect to see them at Bloodstock, not gonna lie. But I think they're fantastic. I listened to their new album and it's really, 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 really good. So very, very excited for that. I believe they finished just before Merciful Fate start. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go check that out. And headlining Sophie on that day, one of the hottest UK metal bands right now. They tore the place down last year, Malevolence. I didn't see them last year because I wasn't really into that kind of music. But everyone I spoke to that was there just kept raving about them for the whole weekend.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like you say, Chris, I'm not really into hardcore as a genre, but watching them, it's a really good performance. But also, like, I don't want to diss hardcore as a genre, but it's almost like if hardcore had proper riffs, like actual melody and songwriting. But
yeah, I think it would be a good opportunity for me to finally give them a good listen, because obviously they're the only band playing at the time, but that tent's going to be fucking rammed. New Blood. I've got one in particular on the Saturday. They are near the end of the day. I believe they clash with Dimmu Borgir, but Tribe of Ghosts are so good. It's like atmospheric, kind of gazy, kind of metal with fantastic vocals. So they've only got 2 songs on Spotify, but they're brilliant. So I really want to go check out more of their stuff at Bloodstock. So really, really, really excited for that one. Definitely check out Tribe of Ghosts if you want something more interesting than back-to-back death metal at the New Blood, basically. Any other New Blood?
I mean, I've basically gone off of the fonts that I really like. So Draconian Rain, and 3 above them. Can't remember what they're called. And the one above them.
Cast in Tepra?
Them and the one above.
Steel Mage.
I've listened to their stuff, purely based on the font, and it's good.
Nice.
I recommend.
And then supposedly after Merciful Fate on the Jägermeister stage, the cunts.
The cunts.
We're allowed to say it because it's with a K.
Yes, it's not a rude word. Yeah. What's their biggest hit? Prince Andrew's a nonce or something?
There's Boris Johnson's still a fucking cunt. There's
They did get a.
I'm not going to say one of them because it's horrible.
They did get a Prince Andrew song into the charts during the Jubilee, which is fantastic.
That's incredible.
Have you
Yeah,
not heard of Warlock AD?
No, I haven't.
I feel like I've heard of them before. Maybe it's another what's it scenario?
This spectral darkwave scenario.
Check out Warlock AD.
Yeah, go listen to Warlock AD. Hopefully they're great.
No idea what they're like. I've just heard of them.
I'm going to check them out on this when this stream is done. Okay, so we move on quickly now to the last day, the Sunday, and Vendid is causing a lot of discussion about nepotism and other things. But for people who don't know, it is the son of Corey Taylor and his clown son in it as well.
Yeah, he plays drums.
yeah, Sean, son, is also in the band. So it's kind of like a Slipknot Junior. I'm sure they would insist that it's their own thing, but it sounds
Yeah,
very,
I mean,
very much like Slipknot.
on the one hand, they are like actually good. They're good musicians. They're a good band. Um,
I've not actually heard them yet.
I wouldn't say that like the only reason they're playing this festival on the main stage is because they're related to probably the metal band right now, but they're definitely well known because of that. There's no denying that.
It's it caused a lot of discussion, that's
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, it's not their fault. They can't help who they're related to, but you know, not going to go into an hour-long discussion about that. I'll probably see them. They're kind of been given the graveyard slot though. Opening the main stage on the last day is never a
Yeah.
great turnout. But yeah, I'll probably make the effort and go see him. Life of Agony, I don't really know too much about, but I've heard a lot of buzz about these guys, so probably worth checking out.
Yeah, they've got some cool stuff.
And I don't like to say, I don't like to tell people to avoid bands, but if you did miss Butcher Babies, there's some great Yorkshire pudding wraps that you could go buy and enjoy while Butcher Babies are playing. Each to their own, but you know,
I'm gonna watch
not,
them. I think
not
that'll
for
be
me.
fun.
Fun, yeah. We'll see about that. We'll see if your ears think it's fun. Jesus Christ. Violence. With
Yes.
very much shot onto people's radar. Again, I think we're supposed to play a few different times, but got cancelled due to various things.
Yeah, they were supposed to be there last year as well.
A lot of excitement for these guys. Was they sort of, I've not really heard much yet. I kind of just wanted to go and experience it because they were so popular. So no idea what to expect. But definitely gonna maybe check those out because I think I got a Clash, but we'll come back to that. One of the big surprise announcements not too long ago is Venom Inc. Now remind me which version of Venom this is.
I think
So
Venom
it's,
Inc.
Yeah, it's got some original members, not the singer. Oh, I say
Not
original,
Kronos,
classic,
basically.
classic lineup.
I think it's the drummer and the guitarist from
Yeah,
the OG
I think
lineup.
it's from the classic lineup, like the black metal and Welcome to Hell lineup. Speaking of black metal, they are playing black metal in full. If you miss it, you are a dick.
Right. I think I will be missing it for reasons I'll get into later. But yeah, that was a surprise announcement that just came out of absolutely nowhere. So that's going to be massive for sure. But following them, one of my favorite bands of all time, no exaggeration. I fucking love Cattle Decapitation so much. I love their message, their ethos, and they're just incredible musicians, brilliant live band. They're, if all you know is forced gender reassignment, I'm gonna take a leaf out of Ruben's book. Educate yourselves. Their new album, Death Atlas, is genuinely the best death grind album I've ever heard in my life. It's absolutely incredible. Their last 3 or 4 albums have just really raised the bar for death grind. They've been people have been begging to play Bloodstock for years now, and it's finally happening. Can't believe it. Going to be amazing. Go see Cattle Decapitation.
Yes, I can.
Yes. Dark Funeral. What's their I'm forgetting the name of their seminal album now. But their new stuff is also really, really good. They've definitely kept it up.
It's massive black metal. They've done really well on the black metal this year, Bloodstock.
They have indeed.
I'm liking this.
Yeah.
I always say every year you need more black metal, and now they've got probably the biggest black metal band, the OG black metal band, 2 OG black metal bands, in fact.
All we needed was Emperor to complete the trifecta.
Burzum headlines next year.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't know much about Killing Joke. So next to nothing, to be honest.
They've got some really cool stuff, and they're definitely an influential band in the whole kind of gothic and industrial world. Their logo looks really small.
It does. It's very. They're very understated, evidently.
Yeah. I did kind of wonder why they're on a Bloodstock, they're not really metal until I heard their new stuff, and I was like, okay, fair enough. That makes sense.
You can squeeze the odd rock band onto Bloodstock. I mean, Ferocious Dogs certainly aren't metal at
Yeah, true.
all, but they're brilliant, so they should play Bloodstock. And of course, closing the festival, not officially closing it, but you know what I mean. The incredible legends that are Lamb of God.
I'm looking forward to this.
Mike, how many times has our Lamb of God show been rescheduled?
Oh God, I can't remember when it is now. It must have been cancelled when rescheduled like 3 times.
It's officially happening this December, apparently.
Oh well, I can't go then.
We must have booked those tickets like 3 summers ago.
Yeah, we bought tickets to see Lamb of God in Vatican City, which is
Not playing in Vatican City. We were in the Vatican City.
We were in Vatican
when-
City. We thought we're going to buy tickets to a band called Lamb of God in
It's
one,
like-
one of the most religious places on the planet.
if we don't want to get kicked out, but yeah, but what after all that shenanigans, Lamb of God closing Bloodstock festival. They're absolute legends of the genre. I've seen them live once. Incredible live band. As well as Behemoth, they released a new song a couple of days ago. I can't remember what was it called. Omens.
Yeah.
It was Lamb of God. Yeah, nothing more to say about that. But yeah,
They're
great.
brilliant.
The new stuff is still great. It's very much on form. Yeah, they're gonna bring the house down. It's gonna be so fucking good.
They're definitely the band I'm the most excited the whole weekend to see.
It's a good way to end. Hopefully, we're not shattered. It was like last year. I had to bail out of Judas Priest because I was exhausted. Not only was it 5 days of chaos, but Judas
Yes.
Priest were on for like 4 hours or whatever it was.
And it was brilliant.
It was good.
It
I had
was
to-
an incredible show, but I was like tired.
had to relax at the back, but they'd run out of beer at the tent, so I was on the G and T's.
Oh Christ!
That's all they had. That's all they had left.
Yeah.
Oh,
We couldn't even have that because then I ran out of money.
yeah, I only ran out. Just not going to look at my wallet this time. Okay. Sunday, Sophie Lancaster stage. I've got 2 big ones. First up, Scarlet Riot. Really cool, poundy, punchy, riffy, heavy metal. Great female vocalist as well. They're really cool. I think they clash with Violence, maybe. So we'll see where I want to duck in. But yeah, they're really worth checking out. And again, like People Slicer, one of the bands I'm most excited for the whole weekend, fucking Harriet. They are so good. It's like that kind of scary, noise-based hardcore kind of thing. I saw them support Svalbard in Bristol, and my jaw hit the floor when they started. They were absolutely fantastic and lovely people as well. So there's that too. Their new release is absolutely fantastic. I reviewed it on the channel if you want to go check that out. And they're so good live. Yeah, I think they clash with Venom though, which might be an issue for some. But I really want to see Harriet. They're so good. Yeah, definitely go if you want to check out an up and coming band that deserve more press than they get. Definitely go see Harriet because they're fantastic.
Belphegor.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say Belphegor.
Yeah.
See Belphegor if you can. They are just disgusting, but they're brilliant. I love them, but I think they probably clash with someone.
I think they're
But
doing
actually, if
Killing
you're
Joke. I
interested
think.
Okay, yeah. Then Belphegor. Go see
Belphegor.
Belphegor.
If you're of the technical riffing variety, Orbit Culture are definitely worth checking out. Probably clash with Castle Decapitation, so sorry. But yeah, I think a lot of people are excited for Orbit Culture, so they could be one to check out as well. I don't know any Night Flight Orchestra.
Do you not?
No, all I know is
Oh.
that VT that came up last year when they were announced to be playing this festival. I've no idea what to expect.
Just 70s sleazy disco. I mean, their biggest single is called was it Chardonnay Nights? So that should tell you something. It is absolutely not metal at all. Not even, it's barely rock. But it is good.
I think it'd be a fun end to the festival. Yeah, should be cool. It'd be a weird vibe coming off of Lamb of God into that.
Yes,
No.
it's like the chill out room, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be great. New Blood. Again, I've got one in particular to pick it to promote. So Unbarrier.
Yes.
They
Yes.
won the Somerset Metal to the Masses, which myself and Ruben in our little band, we were in the finals for that as well. So we have on good authority, we can tell you firsthand that Unbarrier are genuinely really, really fucking good death metal band. Great guitar harmonies, kick-ass vocals, and yeah, fucking awesome band.
Incredible
No,
drummer as well.
really, really good. No surprise that they won. They were absolutely fantastic and really nice guys as well. So definitely go check out Unbarrier if you get the chance. Any other new blood?
Prolapse AD, right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom. That's a great name.
Municipal waste style thrash. You know,
Yes.
what more could you want?
There's-
What's that? Destroyer,
Devastator. Devastator.
Devastator, whatever.
Death-taters.
Taters. Yep. Who else? Scroll up. I'm sure there was another one.
Drip Fed Empire. They're really cool.
Must Kill. Great font again. Definitely a thrash band.
I'm liking the pelvic gun of Apollyon.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was like a dog or something, like
I
two
thought
ears coming.
I thought it was like two guns pointed down to look like a pelvis.
I think it's a goat,
Yeah, it looks like a ram's head.
isn't it?
That,
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at that. It's a barrel of a gun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is.
this-
But I'm
it's-
saying
it's
it's
a-
meant to look like
it's-
a ram's head or something.
Yeah.
I'm going with pelvis. Should we go see him and ask him?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, who
What
do
the
they-
fuck is that logo?
It's oh dear. Yeah, and then of course Jägermeister Stage. Never heard of them, but Law of the Woodman. It's a great name. So might check that out if I can. That's your out of context recommendation for the Jägermeister Stage. Right, okay. We've managed to not overrun as fuck this time. Yeah, so cannot wait to get to Bloodstock. It's always our home away from home. And last year, having all our mates actually come with us last time just made it even better. The lineup was great last year, but it had a lot of technical hiccups and snafus and last minute changes and whatnot. But this lineup is so seriously stacked. I've got very few breaks in my schedule, so this could be the end of me.
At least
But
it's only 4 days this year.
at least it's only 4 days this year. But if you guys, for the main stage, each day, one band that people must see above all others on each day, I will
Going
start.
obvious or not so obvious.
Go as obvious as you want to be, but try and be interesting with it. Main stage, obviously for me, has got to be Gua, then Ginger, and Cattle Decapitation for me.
I would probably say, Behemoth goes without saying. For just sheer legacy, I'd say Exodus. But I think Gua, if you don't see them, it's like you're missing out on probably the most fun set of the whole festival. Definitely Ginger for Saturday. And then I'm going to have to say Lamb of God for Sunday, just because I personally am in love with that band. So
I'd say Gua on the Friday, but my less obvious one would be Sorcerer. I think that's something that everyone should check out because it's so important to the genre. Saturday, Merciful Fate for me, straight up. I can't wait for that. Sunday, Venom.
Nice. So we've got a lovely little spread there. Okay, so this should now jump. There we go, and we're back. Cool. So if you're going to Bloodstock and you see us wandering around, come say hello. We normally get one person every year that recognizes one of us. That's always super, super nice. So don't be shy. We're very nice. Come stroke our beards, come buy us a hobgoblin. And if you're going to Bloodstock, have an incredible time at Bloodstock. And yeah, we will see you when we return from the hallowed grounds of Bloodstock 2022.